Devon Digital here, and I know a lot of you been waiting for my experience with the TicWatch Pro 3 Ultra GPS. All right, guys, so I got a lot to cover here, and I'm going to try to cover it as fast as possible as far as this TicWatch goes. So the first thing I'm going to just talk about is the design. I already kind of briefly talked about it. It looks really good. If you're into circle watches, this is, you're familiar with the design and how it looks and everything like that. It feels very premium feeling. It feels good in the hand, on the wrist, sorry. And it just looks really good, and it could look real fancy depending on the watch bands that you have and everything like that. I love the little rugged design around the edges over here as well. I do love the buttons. They're very tactile, and you can really you can really feel these buttons, and they're really good. So I just want to say that they're awesome. And I have no problem with the design. The only issue that I do have with this watch, and it's pretty much is the charging. Pretty much, not saying the charging is bad or anything like that, but I just wish it was G wireless charging instead. But this is what we got. Hopefully the next generation they will go to G wireless charging. I just got a lot of the G wireless chargers in the house everywhere, and it's just so much easier for me to just lay my watch down, and I can't do that with this particular watch. So it's just, that's the only flaw to me about this device so far. So we're gonna go straight into the things that I do love about this watch, and let's talk about the battery life. This watch battery life has been so far the best watch battery life I've used. Now I know there's probably other watches out there that get way more battery life than this, but you gotta keep in mind I'm coming from a Galaxy watch and an Apple watch, so this just blows both of them out of the water completely. I've got my first charge on this device, I had got 4 days out of it. I'm right now on my 5th day with this watch, and I'll tell you how I got to the 5th day too as well. But I'm on my 5th day of this watch right now, and I'm at 64% right now. Now you might be like, whoa, that's crazy. I'll tell you, I'll explain that in a second. But yeah, the battery life on this is really good, and I have no problem with this. And what helps with that, is this secondary display that you do have. Let me turn that off. There we go. The secondary display that you do have when you lift the watch up like that, this helps tremendously with the battery. I love it. This is a genius invention or not really invention, but it's a genius idea to put into a watch to have this, because this stays on all day long and I have no problem with it. And I can see this, without even lifting to get the, the color and everything like that half of the time throughout the day, which is great. It's awesome. So let's go back to why I got this battery. So I found out about this essential mode that they have on this watch, which I didn't even know existed until I watched another video, and it pretty much keeps all your health tracking features on, and everything else it shuts off, and it sips battery like it ain't nobody's business. Actually, when I go to sleep with it and I put the watch, I'm going to sleep with the watch, and it's like at, just say 70%. I wake up to like either 69% or 70%. That is crazy. So it does nothing at night, but it gives me all of my steps, my health tracking, my calories, and my sleep. It tracks all of that stuff. So continue to track that while I'm asleep and dropping no battery. So because of that, I have the time set up automatically, because you can schedule it automatically. So I have that set up at a certain time to start, and then I have it at a certain time to turn off. So between that time, it's taking no battery, so then I can move on with the rest of my day, and then when I get home, same thing. So it helps extend the battery life for past like the 4 or what they say 3 days, I believe, the regular 3-day cycle, obviously, because if you had that mode on essential mode, you can get somewhere between like 75 days or something like that. You get way more days, but of course during the day you want to use all those other smart features. So because I have it on a schedule, I can just not have to worry about it, and it just does it based off the schedule, and is amazing. So that's why I'm on my 5th day at 67%, where I'm at 64% right now, because of that schedule. And I'm probably going to finish it out through the whole entire rest of this weekend, and probably leading into Tuesday before I charge it again, it depending on what I plan to do. And this is with me doing like my 20-minute workouts each day and stuff like that, and checking notifications, making phone calls and all that stuff like that. So that mode is like incredibly. I'm sorry to talk so much about it, but I just need y'all to understand how good that mode is. I feel like every company needs to have some type of mode like that, because being able to track your sleep and your calories and everything else is important. That's why we don't want to put our smartwatches in these watch only modes. Then we just might as well buy a regular watch for that. It makes no sense to, get a smartwatch to track your health and track your features, but then at any given moment you need to save battery just to look at the damn time. Then you have to like literally put it in this whole power saving mode, and you lose everything that makes the watch smart about itself. So kudos to them for this. This is awesome. The next thing is workouts. I'm not gonna really touch much on it. It tracks. I do a lot of running, walking, cycling, and I do some Beat Saber, so it tracks my calories pretty good. I have no problem as far as the workouts. I'm not like a GPS guy where I need to see my route and stuff like that. So that feature I actually have turned off. So I'm not like one of those crazy fitness type people. I just want to do my workout. I want to check the time of it. I want to check my calories, and that's pretty much it for me. So if you really want to see like an in-depth review of the fitness part of the watch, then I suggest that you find another video that's going to go in depth and stuff like that, because I'm just not one of those guys. I'm just an average person doing my daily workouts of whatever it is, and just want to know, my calorie count and, my time and stuff like that. The next thing I want to talk about is Google Assistant. Google Assistant is amazing on this watch. You can activate it by sliding to the side over here, or you can actually say the hotkey, which I'm not going to say the hotkey, guys. I'm not going to trigger your Googles. But, you say that to the watch, and then you can talk to it just like your Google things in your house. I don't want to say it because I don't want to even trigger mine, but you know what I mean. Like it works flawlessly, much better than my Galaxy Watch actually, because this is a Wear OS watch from the jump. This is Wear OS 2, not 3. Samsung still has that exclusive at the moment, but this watch is going to be amazing. In fact, this watch, speaking of that, performance of this watch and the UI is incredibly smooth. Like navigating this watch is just oh my god, it feels like my Pixel. So this actually got me a little bit excited about my Pixel. About the Pixel watch that's coming out, because if this is anything fluent right here with this Snapdragon, I think 4100 or whatever like that, I can just imagine how Google is going to do that chip, or even Mavoy when they get Wear OS 3.0. This is fast. This is awesome. Like I'm really loving this right here, and how fast this navigates through the UI and everything like that. So definitely looking forward to that. And while we're navigating through this UI, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my next thing, is watch faces and stuff like that. You can also navigate through your watch faces and pick whatever ones you want. They're not really customizable, unfortunately, not like all of them or none of them really. So it kind of sucks a little bit about that, because I got so used to my Galaxy Watch and actually having customizable faces and everything like that, but I kind of just don't get that with this watch, which is not really a bad thing, but I just wish. But you can go on and get third-party watch faces, but I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy who like to seek out third-party watch faces. I like first-party, so I'm not the guy to go out here and seek out other faces and apps and everything like that. In fact, speaking of that, let's go right into the next thing, apps. All the apps that's on this watch are the same apps that I use. I haven't installed any new apps on this watch at all. I never really do when I get an Apple Watch or a Samsung Watch or anything for that matter. I just kind of use what apps are up there, because only thing I care about is like my health tracking, notifications, like stuff like this right here. Is this? Let's reach. Somebody's scheduling for a photo shoot, so we'll talk about that later. You'll see the pictures on my Twitter. With that being said, I don't really go into apps and trying to download more apps or whatever like that. Now I know there's use cases for other apps and stuff like that for a lot of people, but for me, I'm just like a basic person. Phone calls, texting, the time, and fitness is pretty much everything I need my watch to do, and I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, so everything else about that is good. Next, I just want to talk about the buttons again one more time. Like this button right here is customizable, so you can actually customize this button to do anything that you want it to do. Open an app or launch something or whatever like that. This one not so. Another thing I do not like is that this button actually is the button that gets to your menu right here. I just felt like I wish on the Galaxy Watch I swipe down from here to get to my menu, and I got so accustomed to that. So maybe I'm judging this a little too hard, because I haven't used a Wear OS watch in a very long time until I got the Galaxy Watch, and they kind of got their own way of doing the UI. So maybe I'm judging too hard, but to get to your apps, you got to click on the button here, then you can get to your apps. So for better or worse, you know, for some people it might be good or bad, but yeah, I just got used to this because I've been with Samsung watches for a long time, and it's always been swiped from the bottom. I kind of guess. So other than that, the straps. I did order a strap and Amazon lost it in the mail. So here we are with Amazon, right? So I'm still stuck with this strap right here. So I got to figure out what's going on with my strap. But the straps are pretty much easy to take off, just like the Samsung watches. You just pull this down, take them off. And yeah, at first I wasn't going to take it off, but then I decided to take it off. And then you slap it right back in there and pull that down. Oh, get that down just like that. Sorry, I was out of camera. And then boom, you put it back up there, and that's it. So just easy peasy. So none of the problem with that. And other than that, I've really been enjoying this watch. I definitely put my Galaxy Watch away for this watch. This is my now new go-to watch right now. I don't know what's going to happen when the Pixel Watch come out and how I'm going to feel about that watch compared to this. The battery life, me not charging this watch, you know, throughout a whole entire week is like insanely, it's just next level to me. Again, I don't use that many watches besides Apple and Galaxy watches. So you know, me using a watch that lasts longer than a day and a half or 2 days is just like, it's just mind blowing to me right now. So, you know, bear with me with that. I know there's watches that last longer, but with the feature set that I get on this and how smooth the UI is and all the features that you just get with this watch and what it can do for it to last that long, this is like what I've been looking for. I wanted this for my Apple Watch. I wanted this for my Galaxy Watch, you know, to be that awesome watch with all these awesome features that actually last me a few days without having to charge it up. And that's the TicWatch. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.